As you know, we've been doing custom cables for a long time here at Singularity Computers, about 10 years, and I've tried all of the different crimpers that are out there, and after a few years of experimentation I settled on these, and I don't even know what brand they are. I don't even remember where I picked them up from. I think I just grabbed them somewhere on eBay. But for me, what was attractive about these was the three different crimps, the different sizes, because there are three different sizes of wire that we use. We use 22 gauge, which is the smallest, 18 and 16 gauge. So it only makes sense to have the three different sizes, plus there's so many different sizes of pins. You know, they start all the way down from this tiny little size, which is used with the 22 gauge, up to Molex, which is the biggest pin, and then ATX, which is kind of in the middle. So having more variety of crimp sizes to me seemed really important, and it turns out these crimpers just are absolutely amazing, and I've used this exact set for the past 8 years, and they've never failed me. They've just been absolutely great. Now, MDPC, everything MDPC does is just amazingly high quality. I love their materials. The other day, I ran out of SATA heat shrink, and I tried another high quality heat shrink, and it was just bulging and looked terrible. It was the wrong color. And I thought, wow, if I didn't have MDPC, what would I do? I wouldn't even be able to build systems. So their stuff is amazing. But their old crimpers, they were great for normal ATX pins, you know, just doing these in bulk, no problems at all. But for all of the other unusual stuff, like the little front panel pins and things, they didn't quite just get it absolutely perfect, you know, how I liked it. But finally they have released a new crimper, the MDPC-X CTX3, I guess CNC. It's the 10th anniversary edition. And these things are just magic. I cannot believe how good they are. So as you can see, essentially it's the same set, but with MDPC-X quality. What they are renowned for is their amazing quality. So, you know, nice, soft, rubbery handles. They just have a far better feel. Like, it doesn't take anywhere near as much effort to, you know, reach the bottom of the crimp. I don't know, they just feel so much better. And actually, so far, they're almost doubling the speed at which I can crimp. And the crimps look so damn good. So, Sven has a pair.
I have a lefty pair. We have to remind that. And actually, there's a benefit of being lefty, because the wires that we use the most are actually the 16 gauge. And that is actually on the front when you swap this thing around. So I actually can always overlook from the front, whereas you guys have to always look in the back, as with Daniel. So I think there's a benefit to lefty finally in this right word.
So have you switched these over yet?
Yeah, it's all done. I haven't tried them yet, so I'm quite excited here.
Okay, now Sven is going to try these for the first time. He's been using these since he first started here.
They're good and faithful. I really like them. So my first impression, actually, I think it's a wear and tear thing. They're probably going to loosen up a little. But when you go to a point where this is gonna close up, it just stays it. It's nice, so you already know that you're on the max. And then if you just want to release it, you just do a little more effort. Well, with this, you really just go all the way, and you don't even know if you reach the total crimping point. So yeah, let's try it out. I guess that's the best way of finding out.
Yeah, and what that actually means is the compression on this one continues, and you don't really know when to stop, and you can actually end up putting too much pressure on there unless you have a real feel for it. Whereas with this one, it actually tells you exactly when to stop so that you don't go too far and, you know, crush everything. Alright, let's try out the first crimps. So we're using ATX pins, long prong with 16 gauge wire, which we've already stripped and prepared.
Yeah, have it all nice and done. Alright.
Wow, it's so confusing looking at somebody left-handed doing it.
Should I use the old one or the new one? Let's do the new one.
Let's go straight to the new one.
Yeah. Alright, as you can see, I just put it in there, and that's it. I can even look from there. So yeah, okay, it stays there. That's good. And then in order to release it, I just do an extra one, and it comes out. And look at that. That's good.
Look at that crimp.
Does it focus?
Yeah. looks pretty good.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
very good.
See how straight the pin is? It hasn't bent the pin in the slightest. And yeah, both crimps are perfectly in shape. So that's Sven's first attempt at crimping.
Can I keep them? Well, I guess it's worth noting that we are not being sponsored here by any means or anyone. So
No, we have an independent opinion, and everyone knows that I do things which are detrimental to me and us, you know, just for the sake of the industry.
and of course, I mean, you have to be honest. If this actually cuts your time in half, I mean, okay, we're talking about maybe half a second or something, but I'm doing a lot of cables every day. And if I can shave half a second here, the next cable, I mean, I do hundreds of cables a day, and that just adds up over time. So if it is better, why not using it?
Here, you take the camera, and I want to have a bit more of a go, because I've only tried it 3 times. So
Here comes the master.
I'll do the old one first. So these are the ones I've been using for 8 years. So you can see, you know, it's a good crimp.
Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Pin is still straight. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now trying the CTX3. Oh, I just love the feel of that. Well, you know, one little push, like, see that? Just the slightest.
Reminds me of a car transmission, a new car and an old car. You know?
It just feels so much more solid, and I don't know. Ah, that is so easy. And look at that.
Hold on.
Perfectly straight.
There we go. Yeah.
Absolutely perfect crimp. So let's see if we go and do a few and do them quickly, because that's when it really needs to stand the test, is when you do a lot in a row, because usually about 1 in 10 are a fail. So yeah, 2 more perfect crimps. I stripped a bit too much off that one. So cool. Oh my god, I love them. I actually want to do custom cables right now.
I'm more glad to change and swap.
Oh, that is so good. They just stop at exactly the right spot. Nils, I don't know how you do it, but everything you do is just perfect. You do just such a superb job. You know, even just smashing it down. Normally when I smash it down like that on these other crimpers, it goes too far and it bends the pen backwards. Like, watch this. Oh, it's not too bad, that one. But yeah, normally what happens is it ends up like that.
Yeah, hold on.
Because it's too much pressure.
Hold on.
I mean, I am super used to these, so I can always get a good result, but it's really easy to actually compress it too far. Anyway, we are loving these crimpers, and it makes me want to do some custom cables right now. It really does. So, yeah, and also the other thing is they're actually lower priced than the old ones. So, make sure you check them out. As somebody getting into custom cables for the first time, something like this is really going to help you out, because actually with custom cables the biggest issues come from having the wrong materials and the wrong crimpers. So the wrong combination of wire, pins and crimpers will mean that no matter how much you try and how good you get at it, you're never going to get it right. It's that perfect adjustment, perfect equilibrium, finding the right crimpers, the right wire and the right pins to all go together perfectly. And actually MDPC has wire now, I've also noticed, and they have some kind of unusual gauges where we use 22, 18 and 16. MDPC has, 23, 17 and 15. So I'm looking forward to trying that out too. But anyway, thanks for watching, and remember that none of this would be possible without our customers and our patrons.